Welcome to the Lone Machinist podcast, where it's just you, the machine, and the work in your shop. Curt, what are you up to? What have you been up to this week?
This week, I'm going to talk about the new Sile Swiss machine, my continued fourth axis adventures, and someone DLC'd one of my pens, and it's freaking hot. How about you? What are you talking about?
It is.
Thanks.
That constant service speed is literally magic. I'm retrofitting yet another lathe, and Kyocera inserts actually break chips.
Nice.
But yeah, let's get into the podcast. How are you doing this fine day, Curt?
I'm doing fantastic. It's finally getting cold here. I'm going to go harvest my carrots after this podcast because it's getting snowy already. And yeah,
Nice.
How about you? And
Yeah, I heard there was snow. I was listening to PFG and the Widget Works was saying there's snow.
It's gross. It's whatever. It is. Tis the season. So yeah.
Yep.
But whatever.
Yeah.
How's sunny South Africa?
Sunny and warm. Been working all weekend and all day. Went to go look at another lathe this morning.
Yet another one?
Yeah, not for me though. It's for Carl. He got himself successfully fired last week, so now he needs a machine.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
the impetus to do it.
No, it was necessary.
Mm.
There was going to be a drowning in a coolant tank. It was a matter of time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he left on pretty good terms. He actually took them work today, his old boss.
Oh, okay.
Because he doesn't have a lathe currently. So yeah, he left before it got like bad and he burnt bridges. But yeah, we went to go look at a lathe this morning. So that was like my whole freaking morning. Was driving out like a 35-minute drive to Shitville to go look at a machine that lost its parameters. Seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
So yeah, messaged the guy on Friday about the machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then arranged to go see it on today, on Monday. And then Cole met me there and had a look at the machine, poked around in the back. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to salvage any of the drives because we're going to rig it for single phase so that it's easy to flog when he wants to move on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flatbed lathe, 320, so 1 foot diameter, turning diameter, by 480 long, so 1.5 foot long. It's a decent lathe, little gang lathe. So we're going to put a quick change tool post on it for him. For the kind of work he needs to do, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So going to get it. I was chatting to him this evening. He was like, no, he just wants to make sure he's got financing like that. He doesn't want to go into debt to buy the machine.
Sure.
So, he wants to try and minimize his risk. So him and his soon-to-be fiance, my cousin, they chatted about it. And I got a message. No, they're buying it. They're not going to get another deal. I mean, the whole machine was like $2,500.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So. Yeah, we're going to get it rigged. Probably, I asked him to get pricing to rig it to his house and to rig it to my house because it would be easier to rig it into my house. We've got all the tools. We get it going in the driveway and then they rig it to his house.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the cost on those, because he's also like a 25-minute drive from me. So we'll see what the rigging costs are going to be. Otherwise, I'll just have to go work on it in the evenings at his house till he's up and running. But I mean, it's a couple evenings to get it running. It's not a big deal. It's a lathe. Left, right, up, down.
Yeah, I guess it's not a ton. Yeah.
And I'm busy with the retrofit, so it's going to just be following on. Everything's still going to be fresh.
Nice. Where you at with that retrofit? Like, are you still at like owning 1.5 lathes or?
I technically own 2 lathes.
Okay.
I own half of my lathe and half of my new lathe and half of my old lathe and the MCO. And then as I've been prepping to get Bertha out, I've been doing 1 or 2 little upgrades on her because I had another VFD. I'm like, let me put the VFD in. Then we've got analog out for the current on the VFD.
Right.
So we have spindle load. Turns out the VFD I had in there for the last 4 years was just a piece of hot shit. And this new VFD I can take proper cuts with now.
Oh, well, it's unfortunate to figure it out now.
Really. Is what it is. Where it's going, it'll be appreciated. Got that integrated. I can't find my roll of LED strips to make a new tower light.
Yeah.
Because the tower light, the LED strip is poked. So I'm busy looking around for my LED strips. They're somewhere. But I was thinking of making a smart tower light.
How so smart?
So ESP32
okay.
connects to Home Assistant.
Oh, nice. Okay.
When you turn your machine on, it turns on and knows the machine is on. And then you run 24 volts to it, and you run the signal wire for your green light. There we go. Tracking down, a little magnet box you stick on the side of your machine, and it will do everything it needs to do.
Yeah.
Can have an RGB LED in it that flashes and does the same things as the tower lights. So I'm thinking of maybe doing one of those for the Goodway.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, with the Goodway, I have some plans for the tower lights.
Okay.
It's going to be printed. I have some plans.
Nice.
We'll see how these plans materialize and how vulgar they
Is it
are.
gonna? Yeah, then I say is it gonna be a big phallic or status
It
light?
might be. It might be. Either that or it's going to make a ring of middle fingers. One of the two. So, no, I mean, I haven't really. Well, I made the new spindle nose. That's it. I dropped it for heat treating today. So that's getting heat treated to 54 Rockwool. Then I'm going to parkerize it, and then I'm going to hard turn it to final size.
Nice.
So it'll be black with these bright features, which is going to look freaking sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been made. I stripped the servos and I gutted the stuff out last week. I've sold the Fanuc stuff,
Oh, nice.
so I recouped about $5,000. No, yes, maybe no, $500
Mm.
for all the Fanuc stuff. Sorry, the maths is hard. Um, that's going down to Durban at some point. I'm waiting for the guys to sort out payments, and then I'll ship that off to them. Those motors were freaking filthy. Everything in there is filthy. I need to get hold of the FlexiLube guys. I'm buying a bottle of Kill Everything juice because there's coolant in my new machine.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the coolant pump running, throw the Kill Everything juice in it, circulate it for like a day, and then suck it out. Put like a light mix of FlexiLube in, circulate that, suck that out, and then put fresh coolant in.
Yeah, probably.
In the hopes that
Yeah.
I get 6 months out of the new coolant.
Ugh, yeah.
Also, Bertha's coolant is going with the machine.
Oh.
The coolant in Bertha is still good. And the guy buying it is like stretching a bit to buy it. So he's like, can he have the coolant? I'm like, yeah, I was going to turf it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Bring drums. I'll pump it into drums for you. Like,
Okay.
he's a little bit, he's a little bit tight for cash uh, on the retrofit. Oh, cool. Our spreadsheet's possessed.
Yeah, I
don't
briefly
know
tried to
if
fix it, but I was like, oh, whatever. It's just.
Okay, that's fine. Deal with it later. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the Goodway end of this week is when I'm targeting having it put in my driveway.
Mhm.
Had the riggers out last week. I'm actually waiting for the quote now. They're going to send it today. We're going to put it up right by my gate, and then I've got some 2x4s and some tops, and I'm literally going to just build a tent around it because it's now a rainy season, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, they wanted to put it up there, so when they take Bertha out, we're going to pull the MCO out quickly. They're going to jack Bertha, put it on skates, skate it out the door, and then fork it from the side. So they need to bring the forklift down right by my garages. So they'll fork it and then drive it out, and then they'll pick the Goodway up and bring the Goodway in. And then I've decided that the Slowio is going by the door.
Mhm.
So we're going to end up with the LK. If I'm standing at the LK, next to me will be the MCO, and behind and to the side will be the Goodway. And then right behind where the LK is, where the Slowio currently is, the shelf that's by the by Bertha is going to go there, and my toolbox are going to go there behind the anno setup.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it should all fit. Fusion says it all fits. So we will see.
Nice. So he's got to play a little Tetris to get everything
Yeah,
around.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Slowio is right by the door for when it needs to go.
Fair. Yeah. That makes sense.
Like I've got Oaks fighting over buying it. It's great.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to sell it, but I might.
I get it. Yeah.
It's useful. Yeah, useful if you don't have a machine.
Yeah. No doubt. Slick.
Hang on, let me fix. Okay, there we go. So, what's happening on your side of the world, Kurt?
So on my side, well, I'm just quickly trying to read through things here. There we go. So I contacted they're shipping me, or like my Sile distributor in Canada. I think I talked about it last week. He's shipping me the little air cleaners I bought. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. So and I briefly talked to him about their new, was it the G2, the Sile G2, which is a Swiss style lathe. So I was like, hey, shoot me a quote. Like, let me know what it costs. I kind of want to just, I mean, Swiss is definitely what I'm planning. I want to know what that one costs. And so he's like, yeah, no sweat. So he sent me a quote, and it works out once you get like it built properly. I think it's about 80,000 US. So it's not cheap, but I mean, in Swiss land, it's cheap. 90,000 or so.
Yeah. And it's a new machine, not Well,
Yeah.
I don't know that a new style is any better than a
And
old.
that's kind of, yeah. I mean, I do like that it has the same control as my X5. It's got a Siemens control, so
Yes.
that's kind of nice.
Yeah, no, no, hundreds.
And like the live tool, the spindle speeds are great, and like everything else seems pretty good about it, but it's unproven. Like I have no idea about it. So
Yes.
he's quickly like, "Hey, if you want to be the first one to bring it into Canada," he's like, that's. I'm like, dude, I'm
Ah!
like, I played this game with the X5 already. I'm like, I don't think I have any kind of interest in being the first customer again. So then
Yeah.
I guess he talked to Sile, and Sile's like, "Hey, like, yeah, you had a shitty experience with us, and like, we're sorry for it." And then she's like, "So we can give you a pretty monster credit for the if you wanted to go with this." And I was like, "Oh, well, don't say that." So yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah, like it was decent. I think I don't know. I think it was like I don't know if I should say. Anyways, they're gonna give me like a pretty
yeah,
significant.
that was a
It
lot.
was it was enough to make it like, huh, okay, well, maybe I'll take a gamble on that then. Like, anyway, so I got to figure out like power requirements and like a bunch of other things, like bar feeder. Like I'm not going to put a 20-foot bar feeder on it, even though it's kind of what you should do with a Swiss. It's just I don't have the space. I could technically make it work if I want to get renovating and start blowing holes in my house, but it's like like I'm not going to ship for like the longest time. I'm not going to ship bars in at 20 feet. Like at the longest, I'll ship them in at
Yeah.
12 feet because it's more economical for me. So I'm like, well, let's get a
Even that's freaking long.
12 foot is still huge. Like I would rather 6 foot, but I mean,
Yeah.
if I want to gain some run time, it makes sense to go as long as I can.
Yeah, no,
Like for
100%.
the small parts, it doesn't matter. Like because I could get hundreds of
Yeah.
them, but like out of pen bodies, the longer the better because they're 5-6 inches each, so it eats up bar fast. Especially on a
Yeah.
machine that's built to do that. So yeah, looking at bar feeders, I think I'd probably go with a 12 footer. But I gotta figure out power requirements and like if I want to run the
Yeah.
high pressure pumps, that's totally different because those they take a ton of power. Like they'll probably draw close to what I have
More than the
for
machine.
server.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Like they'll draw way more than the machine will.
Yeah.
The machine's only like what 10 kilowatts, but the high pressure pump is going to draw
Well, yeah, that's like
that.
the what's the router that Tormach do? The vacuum pump pulls more power than the
Oh,
router.
absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Same with the Datron Neos. The vacuum pump charges more power than the whole machine.
Yeah, like the big routers I used to work at my old day job, we had two huge,
Yeah.
and the same thing. They would just draw like they drew 90% of the power was was the vacuum pumps because
Yeah.
they're just monsters. So
Yeah. Just creating a whole bunch of suck.
yeah, yeah. So anyways, I've just been kind of going about. I'm not doing anything to lease the spring because I'm not rigging a machine when it's snowing here and it's minus
No.
40. It just sucks so much. But just trying to get my
No, no,
ducks in
that's
order.
I'm very curious to see who's going to be the first one to get one of those machines and how capable they are.
Yeah, like
I'm
yeah,
assuming Clockwise of CNC will have one, although maybe not,
I don't
because
know.
that would compete with their Torno steel. So
Yeah,
it would be interesting to see if they do get one.
yeah, like I don't, and that's a problem. It's like I would not trust them, unfortunately, because like
No,
they're
obviously not.
like just look at their track record for everything. Is like it's not. I'm not going for them for an
Yeah,
impartial
it's the
view. Yeah,
greatest thing ever until they stop
yeah,
paying,
totally,
and then yeah, then it's garbage.
totally. And
But,
like, yeah, I'd much rather just a guy like me buy it in his garage and be like, hey, it's good or hey, it's bad.
yeah,
So we'll see, we'll see.
I'm sure someone will get one at some point.
I mean, yeah, price wise, like, why not? So,
Yeah, yeah, pretty compelling.
but yeah, that's been my main
So
fun. Um, and
yeah, I'm very interested to see. I'm keeping an eye out for when someone gets one because I want to see how they work,
yeah,
how well they work.
yeah, well, and like if
Because
my lathe goes down, like I'm dead in the water. Like I need another lathe, just as the like even like a belt and suspenders approach. Like if my hard hinge goes down,
yeah,
which is very unlikely because like I can fix most things on it.
well, if it does, you can fix
Yeah,
it.
but if
But
like if the carriage cracks in half or something, where it's just like a no go, it's like I'm hosed. Like, and the chance of that
yeah, I have
happening
questions about what you were doing when it cracked in
be
half.
pretty ragged. But like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
as the spindle goes bad or something, like the bearings on that would be a super big pain in the ass to ever try to replace. Even Hardage doesn't recommend it. Anyway, it's
yeah,
just
no,
like
no,
it'd be
sure.
nice to have a secondary because I
Yeah,
would die. Like,
no, backup
yeah,
plan.
yeah, totally.
Oh, I was discussing it today. Like, I've got my favorite customer, the diesel guys.
Mm.
They placed an order for a whopping 50 parts. Oh
Ooh.
my! Um, they only have 184 tubes in stock. They were keeping 1,000 in stock.
Mm.
So they've gone through all their stock. Then order 50. I got the PO on Wednesday or Thursday last week. So I ordered material. So I'm not doing anything without a PO. Order material, maybe it'll be there Friday. Didn't arrive on Friday. Arrives today. Before the material arrives, I get an email. When can we expect our parts? So I'm like, listen, yeah, material's been ordered. If you're lucky, end of the week. I'm waiting for material. Like, sorry, my vendors take as long as they take. I'm not getting in my truck and driving to fetch material on a $300 order.
Right.
You've got to be kidding me. So yeah, they think I'm going to actually just call a meeting with the CEO there and say, hey, we need to have a sit down and discuss supply chains here because you oaks are fucking yourselves and me into a corner. And we need to address this before it becomes a fucking problem. Because what's happening now, all the middle management guys are trying to protect themselves, are trying to cover their asses. No one wants to commit to anything because they don't want it to come back to them if there's a problem.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm the one fucking left with the fuckery on that. So, yeah, anyway, the CEO actually reached out. He needs something made for his Land Rover restoration or whatever. So next time he phones me, I'm like, hey, we need to have a chat about your clowns and your business because they're a bunch of fucking clowns and you're about to lose a supplier.
Well, and the thing is, he might not even know. He might just be like, "Oh, yeah, no sweat.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. Not a problem." Like he might just be completely unaware of the issue, and yeah, it's totally talking is a good thing. Yeah.
No, I'm going to go over all of their fucking heads because I'm tired of it now. No, I've had enough of their bullshit. It's I mean, I'm buying a new lathe because there's promises of orders. I need to be able to run parts without having the bar loader run them because the bar loader is somewhat unreliable. So I need to be able to do the stuff like unattended. And by bar loader, I mean my lovely wife who edits this podcast and is great at all things. Like I was running parts today, set the lathe up and running. But then, there's two topics that I'm going to jump into quickly.
Yeah.
So I replaced the VFD on Bertha.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now a beast, except never, ever, 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 ever use a Wago on an earth with a noisy earth.
Oh, fair. Yeah, fair.
Never, ever. Had them on my laser cutter, and then my laser cutter would hit the autism every now and again, and I'd go wiggle the wires, and it would be fine. So with the high-frequency noise coming back through the earth on the laser, especially from the high-voltage power supply, it would actually make an intermittent joint in the Wago connector. Because it's super light current but high frequency. Anyway, the earth on there was causing problems today. So every now and again, your tit cycle starts and then the line extensive will shut the bed. Go, following you.
Yeah.
Then the MCO, the servo drive that runs the spindle, did that to me today twice. Had a freak out and it's never ever skipped a beat since it's been in there. Did it twice to me today, but I was running Bertha. So I'm going to fix that earth in the morning and see if that solves my problems. But I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is because it's the wire wasn't long enough, so I put a Wago like an idiot. So I'll just find some earth cable tomorrow and run a longer earthing wire to it. But never ever use a Wago on an earth if it's a high frequency source because that earth goes to the EMR filter. And obviously if that's not earth, then it ain't doing shit.
Or just never use a Wago.
Wagos are the best.
I'm not a fan.
I love Wagos.
maybe
I love them. My machines, like all the power buses, Wagos.
Yeah.
Even the new machine planning Wagos. Wago everything.
Yeah. I'm a direct solder kind of person.
No, not on AC.
I solder.
So
my
cable.
Yeah, not on AC. Yeah, fair enough.
So the cable that powers Bertha used to plug into I showed you the plugs that we have in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
For those watching the video, it's these behemoths of a plug. That's our standard wall
It's
plug.
A dryer plug it looks like a dryer plug. Yeah.
It's rated for 16 amps. Bertha used to plug into one of those until I blew 3 of the switches on our plug points in one day. Then it got wired directly, and except the wire I had was too short by like 3 feet. So I had a 3-foot offcut of wire. So I connected that and then I put Wagos, and it has run with Wagos for like 2.5 years. Well, 3 years. They don't get warm. Cable gets warm if you're running really hard, but the Wagos don't. If it's dominant works, it's not dominant.
No, fair enough.
We had some really hard rain yesterday, and now my compressed air lines are full of water.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. I have some intrusive thoughts that I'm thinking for a chiller. I was thinking of making an evaporative chiller. So I've got, I think you've got the copper lines on your wall as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I've only got like 3 of them. I was thinking of maybe just building a box around them and putting a bucket of water at the bottom and pumping water over the top that just sprinkles down them to maybe be a little more efficient.
I 100%. I was gonna, what I was gonna do is I was gonna buy one of those mini fridges and just put it below it, and then put a bucket of water in there with a pump,
Yeah.
and then just same exact same thing. And I was like, okay. And in my land, refrigerated dryers aren't that expensive, so I was like,
Oh, cheap.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just buy one of those and not cobble this together.
I like cobbling
I do
things, but
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
my shop's due for a serious rearrange now. My tumbler needs to get the fuck out. It's way too loud.
Mm.
So it's going to end up in the outside dirty room because, yeah, I was running it today and yeah, I wanted to pull my fucking hair out. So I've got a workbench in the outside room that was my dad's and I don't want to get rid of, but I also don't need a workbench in that outside room.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to figure out what I'm doing with the tumblers because it can't stay where it is because when the Goodway goes in, I need access to there.
Mm.
So it's the joys of a small workshop.
Yep. Yep. Gotta.
Yeah, it's great fun.
I know. I've been contemplating.
I actually just look up all my EMRs.
I was like
Yeah,
contemplating. I was like, I should build a bunch of like shelving around here. So like, because I have so much like airspace above like 4 feet that just is air.
yeah,
But it's kind of nice to have like it feels big. And I was like, I should just build shelves
yes,
for like shelves over the lathe, shelves everywhere, because then I could have way more storage. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that yet because then it limits moving around. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to build one over the M code to hold bar stock, and I just never got around to having my mates come with their welder and weld the frame up for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I might do it now once I rearrange.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the rearranging is you need to plan it out carefully.
Yep. Yep.
Because I know where there's that shelf next to my blue toolbox that's on the back of Bertha, and I have nowhere to put that once I rearrange. So now I've figured out where I can put that because I use that space for storing all the in-process stuff for the LK.
Mm.
So I can't really get rid of it. But yeah, that's now this coming week is getting Carlin to help me. We're gonna clean workshop and just sort stuff because I can leave him to clean and he won't throw shit away because he has a brain.
Right. Yeah.
And yes, Carl, when you listen, that was a compliment. Um, yeah, no, like I can keep machines running and he will help clean and not just turf shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be around to help me with that, which will be fun. The
Yeah.
perks of having a fired cousin's boyfriend.
Nice. Yeah. Unemployed help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what have you been doing with NC Viewer?
So I've been fighting with this fourth axis on my saddle to get the patterning perfect on the little isogrip patterns I do on the pens. And I keep running into issues. And first of all, like I had that curving issue, which we fixed. That was feed rate issues. And then I altered my post after talking to Naughty Performance to not output inverse time, just to output straight linear moves. And that doesn't
Yeah.
do it because I thought it was maybe the brake cycling on and off on the fourth axis that was giving me issues. That didn't fix anything. But it's cool that I now have a post that can spit that out. So I was like, okay. So then I pissed around more with dialing in the smoothing settings, and smoothing actually worked better when it wasn't jumping in and out of inverse time. When it was just staying in like linear feed,
Okay.
it worked better without like when I could drop this cycle 832, the smoothing setting way down, and it would still machine fairly smoothly. So I've solved like 95% of the issues, but I'm getting one overcut on a corner, and I can't, like, it's driving me insane. So I turned off smoothing, even though it makes a jerky cut. It still overcuts on the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, this is obviously like a backlash thing. So I check the backlash. The machine is set for 0. There's no backlash on it. Like digitally compensated, I mean. So I'm like, it
Yeah.
must be mechanical. So I measured all the axes, and there's like, it's within a tenth everywhere. So I'm like, okay, well, and I'm seeing like maybe 3-4 thou of overcut. So it's like, it's significant. So I was like, okay, well, it's tool pressure. So then I ran like every different tool path, even coming in with like a 1/32, taking a skim cut to see if that would just no tool pressure, essentially, with spring passes and everything, still overcutting. So I'm like, okay. So I tried different feed strategies. I tried spiraling into it to have like 0 cutter impact. And where the cutter comes in and out, I see a witness mark, but it's like a tenth or two. It's what I expect that. That's fine. But this
Yeah.
is still overcutting, and I'm like, what the F? So I check my fourth axis. I'm like, maybe there's lash in the fourth. So there's no compensated backlash. And I measured the lash, and the fourth is super tight. It's a little slow, which is interesting. Like if I tick it, like let's say you're ticking it in degrees, but I was measuring in tenths because I don't have a
Yeah.
degree measuring. Anyways, So I tick it, let's say a tenth forward.
You don't have a degreeometer.
I don't have a degreeometer. So I'm measuring about 4 inches out on the platter of the fourth and with
Yeah.
a dial indicator on it. I click it over a tenth. And oddly enough, it worked out to almost a tenth, even though it's doing degrees, which is kind of funny. So I'll click at a tenth and it'll go a tenth. And like you can see the machine, like, because obviously the encoder must be on the axis, not on
Yeah.
the, so the servo drives is slowly moving until it hits it and then it stops. So it's a little slower, but anyways, it's still less than a tenth.
Interesting.
So it's not there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
where are you? So I like slowed it way down, still the same issue. I'm like, I'm losing my fucking mind. Like I have no idea. And then I started feeling like I put an Instagram post up, like there's that Breaking Bad episode where Walt is like walking around the workshop trying to
Yes.
find the fly. And I'm like, this is me trying to fix this. Cause I'm like, no one will see this unless you're looking for it. It's the only time you'll see it. But it's like, I'm like, it shouldn't be like my little Curt machine doesn't do it.
Doesn't have it.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? NC Viewer. I bet you it's points because it's doing it right. So, anyways, I put it into NC Viewer and I look between the points of like, let's say, imagine a triangle. So you're coming into the one of the corners of a triangle and then coming away. There's a point right at the corner because it's cutting sharp. And then
Yeah.
the next point is where the deviation is happening between those 2 points. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to flood the bitch with points. Like it's maybe maybe reading like 100 points around the triangle. I'm gonna make it like 1,000. Like I'm like it'll handle the processing, but I'm like I'm just gonna smooth the living piss out of this thing until it's choking on code and see if that fixes it. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going freaking bonkers trying to figure this out because I'm like, how can this machine that is infinitely more precise than my Curt, like I can push on my Curt and wiggle it by a few thou easily, and it does so much better of a job. And I was like, I don't get it. And I'm running the same feed rates, the same tool paths, like the exact same code on both machines, and the Sile does it differently. I'm like, I'm going nuts. So
yeah, that's a bit frustrating.
But yeah, looking in NC Viewer was super
nice. Out of
nice.
curiosity, where in the triangle is this happening? If
right,
is it in the point of the triangle?
Yes.
Like so, it's not on the off-center ones. So it's as you're rotating back to effectively zero, and then going this way.
Yeah, is when you're coming like two sides of the triangles are done with both axes moving, and one is just done with the X coming across, and it's always that one.
Yeah. So the ones that are doing it, the angled ones.
When it's moving along the X, when it moves from the X back to like a 2 position where the fourth and the X are moving in simultaneous, that's where it's always happening.
Okay, so you're rotating.
Yeah.
And then when it starts doing this, it's overshooting on this corner.
Correct.
For instance.
Correct. Yeah. And I have no idea why. And I thought, it's a sharp point, so I'll make them radiuses. So I changed the code so it was seeing radiuses on every corner because I'm like, maybe that'll help. And it did nothing. It still does it. So I'm like, what is going on?
I think your fourth is overshooting.
Sorry, what?
I think your fourth is overshooting.
Maybe. It's like it looks like the fourth is basically it would be like if the fourth rotated a little bit too fast initially and then caught up. Like if it went like if the X was coming across, it's hard to visualize this on a podcast.
Yeah.
Imagine your x-axis moving left or right. It doesn't matter in this instance. In my world, it's moving right. And then right as it gets,
so
we're coming into the bottom corner of a triangle.
So you're coming,
and then right as we hit,
is it happening? Is it happening when the fourth is changing direction?
Not on any other point except that one. Like,
but there you would be, okay.
Oh, I kind of see what you mean. Like the fourth wound up, let's say clockwise to get there, and then it's unwinding counterclockwise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if, that's
like, and that's the problem is there's no compensation on the fourth. What I should do is put a pin out of the fourth axis and a dial indicator. So when the code is running, let's say that pin just bumps the dial indicator, like so I can see it 0 and then I can see it come off 0. That might be something.
You can go into the settings on the Siemens controller and see the axis output. The direct encoder pulses.
Yeah.
And then you would have to figure out what that angle that it's going to is, and you could see if it's overshooting when it runs the program.
I wonder if it's actually,
because you can see it while it's running the program, you can access those parameters.
I wonder if it's a little bit of PID on the controller for the fourth.
I think it's PID on your fourth. Yeah, your fourth might need a tune.
Because like if I look under a magnifying glass with like a 1/32, so I have like almost no tool pressure. I can see it's not a clean like overcut. It's kind of like a wugga wugga wugga. Like it looks like a tuning fork. Like if you hit something and went pow.
Yeah,
So I wonder if that might be it, honestly.
I think it might just be PID tuning on your rotary.
And to be fair, when I got this rotary, like they sent me, like it was a hassle just to get it functioning. So I should ring. I might shake Sile's tree and be
Yeah,
like, "Do I have the most update tuning?" And they might be like, "Oh, you have to do this. It's not tuned." Be like, "Oh, there's the problem." Because on 3-axis,
yeah, I think it's a tuning
cutting
issue.
this exact same shape on 3-axis, perfect.
Yeah, no
And I can
problem.
do it like 3 times the speed, no issues, dead perfect.
Yeah,
So it's something.
I think it's PID tuning
Tuning,
on your
yeah.
rotary.
I might have to fuck with that a little bit more. That's a good point.
Yeah. Before you fuck with it, back it up.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. That doesn't sound like very much fun. Yeah, of course.
Write down your PIDs and then go mess with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I should do, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a PID issue
You might be right.
because what you're describing is it's tuning fork. PIDs are not right when it's changing direction.
What I honestly could do is I could write a program where it just rotates, like, let's say I could put a little dial indicator in between the T slots of the fourth and just rotate it like 2 degrees and let it crash into the dial indicator.
Yeah.
And then like film it. So I got like high def or like high speed video and just watch and see if the dial indicator goes like wugga, 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 or if it goes like bunk. Because it should just go bunk.
Because when you say it's a bit laggy on your when you manually jog, that's fine, kind of to be expected. But yeah, I'd write a program that just goes and see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna do that. That's a good point.
Do that, and yeah, that I'm gonna make a note to follow up next week.
Yeah.
Because I'm very curious.
Well, and Justin reached out. He's like, "Dude, you want me to be the rubber ducky? Like, I don't know, like rubber ducky debugging." And I was like, "I might take you up on it, but yeah, thanks for being my rubber duck because that's sometimes all you need." Like,
no,
that's a good point.
Yeah, you just need someone to bounce the idea off of.
No, and that's
well, that speaking.
Shoot.
Speaking of that, I got chatting to one of our Patreons. I got an email from him this week. Bart, one of the new Patreons.
Yeah.
He also bought an anchor point that's waiting for FedEx to pick it up. He was having an issue with his parts where he would machine the holes and then everything would be perfect, takes out the vise and it's all skew. So anyway, ended up chatting to him, asking him how much he's taking off each side of things and all the just general troubleshooting, just bouncing it off someone else. Turns out he was over tightening his vise.
Oh, really?
So he was milling all the holes, and then when he loosens the vise, all the holes are in the wrong place because the part was bowing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't want it to fly out, but yeah, it only has to be as tight as it needs to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it helps to be able to bounce stuff off of people.
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
And I mean,
so I know we had a email chain back and forth for a bit, trying to troubleshoot that, and he was asking about value-added tax on the anchor points. I'm like, the best way to claim your value-added tax is to pay the duties when it comes in and claim that invoice. That's what I do because duties and taxes will be payable to the Belgian government. So then you can claim it back. Because if I prepay it, then you can't claim it back.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
So I sent him that this is roughly what you're going to pay in ZARs. And then he at least has an idea of what he's going to be having to pay when it comes in.
Okay.
But yeah, that'll be leaving tomorrow morning. Well, when he's listening, it'll have left already.
Ooh, the future.
Yes, it got packed up today, and then I had to go buy fittings quickly because I was out of pneumatics.
Cool.
So I quickly shot off this morning and bought pneumatics.
Did you get one of the sparkly purples?
He got one of the batch one purples.
I like that. I do like that purple.
There are very few of them left.
Ooh.
There are 3 or 4.
Nice.
Of them left.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
They're very pretty. But yeah, speaking of our Patreons make the wheels on the podcast go round and round. Special shout out to Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fantastic, AJ from Subtract Manufacturing and 17 other companies, EJ from Nocturnal Welding, Jason S, and the Aussie Machinist. And yes, that number, AJ, does go up every week. Until I forget what number we're on, but it goes up every week.
He's adding businesses.
He's actually got a video coming out. Well, he's got a video coming about how to start a business.
Of course he does. Of course.
To Subtract.
If I'm going to trust anybody about how to start a business, I'm going to trust AJ.
Yeah, no, he's done it a lot. I don't know if you watched the Toolpath videos with him.
No, not yet. No.
So Okay, so Toolpath went to do a customer success story there. They did like a 5 minute video or so.
Cool.
I was chatting to Ben from Toolpath. It went viral, like 75,000
Oh,
views.
sick.
Their first proper viral
Oh,
video.
sick.
Yeah. Then there's an hour and 30-minute shop tour with uh, with AJ.
Oh, cool. I'll watch that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, there's like a good 5 or 6 minutes of them talking about the anchor
Oh,
point
well, nice. Yeah. I
because yeah, they
love
both
that.
have anchor
Yeah,
points.
totally.
Like so, yeah, like and they're discussing the value of the cheap pallets. So yeah, that was very entertaining to watch.
Okay. Well,
And good that awesome that it's hopping off. Speaking of Toolpath, there's a code in the doobly doo down
well.
below. If anyone wants to sign up, I am using Toolpath and it's full of magic.
Ooh.
So a little bit of setup to get it working reliably, but I am very much seeing the value.
Oh, yeah.
Like I didn't think I would, but I'm very much seeing the value. My motor mounts for the Goodway, the motor adapters,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, those are getting machined with Toolpath. They've
Nice.
already been programmed.
Nice.
It took me literally a minute. I pushed the file to Toolpath. It gave me back. The only thing I had to do was add the thread milling cycles and the chamfering. It doesn't do super well with those two things currently with my exact config, but everything else was fine.
Right.
And then I went in and adjusted the quoting side of things. So it's now part of my workflow, at least for the next few months, and we'll see how it works. But I machined feet for my brother-in-law's TV with it, and that worked super well. Did some dumb shit like surfacing with my roughing end mill because it has a corner radius, and I didn't tell it couldn't, so it surfaced with it. But yeah, I don't mind, not my TV feet. Yeah, I've been throwing odds and ends at it. I made some fixtures with it the other day where I've designed the fixture. I just don't feel like clicking all the things. I toolpath and comes back a minute later and it's programmed.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Yeah.
pretty well, like some interesting strategies, but I get why they're doing it the way they're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So I thought I would just promote it a bit. And there's a discount code thing in the doobly doo as well.
Oh, and we'll also link AJ's video and the Toolpath video in the link for people that that don't like to click. Yeah, because that'd be me. Like I'd be like, oh, is it? Can I just hyperlink it? It's like, yay, I can go watch it.
We'll make Danica hyperlink it.
I'll find it. I'll help. That's awesome. I'm glad to that's what I want to automate. Like I honestly don't do enough programming to really like I program once every quarter. But still getting rid of the dumb work that's what I want robots to do.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Want to make a fixture or something. I wanted to make soft jaws. You just throw it at toolpath. Yeah. I don't know if I did actually. I made soft jaws. I don't know if I actually threw it at toolpath or not. But yeah, just let the robot do it and let it get you 95% of the way there, and then you just tweak the things you don't like because you were too lazy to set up your cut configs properly and it uses the wrong tools.
Yeah.
It prioritizes my 45 length of cut 12 millimeter end mill in my hydraulic instead of the 35 length of cuts in an ER32.
Oh, okay.
Tool 12 lives in the machine. Tool 112 is like the special occasion birthdays cutter.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to risk my hydraulic holder any more than necessary. But that tool holder and that tool combo is insane. I was adapting something with it the other day and it's bonkers. I like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got stuff coming from laser cutting this week, hopefully. Ooh. I sent off all the stuff for the Goodway's UR.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes, and I came up with a way that I don't have to worry about the screen exploding as soon as I commission the machine.
How's that?
I made a little thingy for the keyboard and then the screen with 1,000,000 holes for VESA mount.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So no matter what size the screen is, a screen will line up within a few mils of one of those holes. So I took the VESA pattern and just up and down 10 millimeter spacing.
Sick. Okay.
So there's a shitload of options.
Nice.
So I'm getting that in, and then I'm going to go there's 2 spots that just need to be ticked, and then I don't think I'm going to send it for powder coat because the lead time and the minimum lot cost is annoying. So I think I'm just going to hit it with Rust-Oleum hammered.
Okay, yeah.
The black hammered finish. Hit it with that, and then the stainless steel button panels are ordered as well. I don't know how I'm going to laser mark those.
Yeah.
Because they don't fit in my fiber laser. And I don't want to do one section at a time. So I'm thinking CO2 laser with molybdenum disulfide, which fucking sucks. But it's a one-off. I will suck it the fuck up and just let the laser it for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's done. And then what else did I order from them? Ordered the bracket to mount all the VFDs because this machine has got 5 VFDs and 2 servo drives in it.
That's a lot.
Because every accessory is on a VFD, like coolant pump, chip conveyor, spindle motor fan, and what's the fucking other one? Oh, hydraulics, all on separate VFDs. So I had to get a UI thing cut. I'm trying to think what else. I ordered something else, but yeah, anyway, ordered a bunch of fun laser cutting.
Nice.
So I'm waiting for them to email me and say it's ready for collection. But yeah, the UI design took me quite a while to get exactly how I want, but I ended up stealing the UI from the MCO. So it's got a coolant disable and a spindle disable button. So you can pause, disable the spindle and the coolant, remove chips or whatever, turn them back on, hit unpause, and it carries on.
Yeah.
And then I just had to add some stuff for the collets, but that was, and the chip conveyors.
Yeah. Well,
so I've got evil plans afoot. For the oiler, what was it that I was going to put on there? Oiler and hydraulic pump, I think. So on all my retrofits, the e-stop disables fucking everything. Like, regardless of whether Line Extensi is booted or not, the e-stop kills all the signals. But I want the oiler and I think it's the hydraulics. Yeah, hydraulics. I want those to stay on if you hit the e-stop.
Okay.
Because the last thing you want is hit the e-stop and your collar chuck releases. Like, fucking, that kind of defeats the purpose. And the oiler, every time you power the oiler on, it pumps oil. So I've got a little timer thing. So what'll happen is when it gets the go signal, it'll turn on. And if you e-stop, it'll have a timer that'll count down. Once it gets to like 8 minutes or whatever, then it'll turn the power off to those 2 VFDs.
Okay.
Or to the VFD and the oiler. And if in those 8 minutes you release the e-stop again, it resets that counter and keeps the power on to them.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
So that I'm not, every time I release the e-stop, I'm not having the oiler pump more freaking oil through the machine.
Totally. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get all these little bits and bobs to make the retrofit as nice as possible.
Yeah.
Make it super fancy. But yeah, like, it's retrofits are fun.
Well, and let's
put it that way.
It's good to mimic the UI of your other machine because then, like, you don't have to remember, like, it's already in the muscles to be like, oh yeah,
less brain power.
Yeah.
I even use the same keyboard and mouse because I've got a little keyboard with a touch dingus, and it actually works really well for like a lathe. I always tend to hand edit code because they're gang lathes. But there's a little bit of hand editing, and then you don't touch the freaking keyboard, so you don't need a mouse.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it with the little touch thing. All the major functions are done with hard buttons anyway.
Yeah.
Like cycle start and stop and all that. I remember there was talk of you building a UI at some point for the hardened.
Yep. There was talk about it.
all the buttons are there. All the things are there. You just never got around to it.
No, that's a problem. Is it works? And same thing. I have a keyboard just like you, the fancy keyboard. I bought a really nice one. It's backlit and everything. It sucks for Linux. For some reason, it doesn't communicate well with it. Even USB, it sucks. Everything sucks about them. So I have 2 of them, brand new, sitting in boxes downstairs because I was going to put them on both my Linux machines. They don't work with shit. So I was like, fuck. So so I positioned the mouse.
Do you even have an MPG?
Nope.
On your machine?
Nope. I don't have anything. No. But I don't.
The thought of setting it by pushing buttons.
I don't like it homes perfectly. So I literally just open code, put the parts in there, and then I hit the space bar to run the new thing of code, and that's the only button I hit on it. So I'm like, I don't really need any more. Like, it works. So
fair enough.
I would love to have an MPG. I would love to have a billion other things on it, but I was like,
yeah, but it's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution.
The payout for building that will be like years of time before I reap the benefits. So I'm like, I'll just leave it be.
Yeah, no, 100%. I assume you have a big e-stop somewhere.
Oh, of course.
That's at least a physical button.
Of course I have an e-stop on it.
As long as that's a physical button, that's fine.
Yes, who wouldn't run without an e-stop?
Jeez, good.
Escape is so fast on Linux.
F1.
Oh, F1 too?
F2, all my keyboards in the workshop, I've ripped the F2 keys out of.
Okay. What does F2 do?
Because F2 is power down the fucking machine. So you've got on the side, you've got e-stop, power on, manual mode, all the fucking modes. So F3 is manual mode, F5 is MDR mode.
Okay.
Hit F2, machine fucking powers off and loses its position. So they got fucking ripped out of my keyboards. Happened one too many times. Fucking yeet! Rip them out of the pair of pliers, throw them away. They're not going back in ever.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing I love
Yeah,
about.
F1 is.
I say it's the one thing I love about Linux is you just hit escape and it's just like it's pause, but it's instantaneous. It's just like boom, everything stops and machine
Kills
it knows
everything.
where it is still. Like it's amazing. It's
Yes.
so nice. Yeah, that's my
I
e
use
stop.
that on a
Yeah,
regular basis.
yeah, totally.
I've got a big one that I pushed through the panel at one point
Oh yeah,
because I had an MDF panel
yeah, yeah.
and I crashed. I was doing a job I shouldn't have been doing for someone I didn't want to do it for, and yeah, something happened and I blew a tolerance. Something I'm like, fucking, I'm done for the day. And I fucking hit the e-stop straight through the piece of MDF,
Oh,
logged out, turned off the power, and fucked off inside. I was like, nah, I'm done with this for the day. So then now there's a reinforcement thing there because I cut the reinforcement on the laser and then put the thing back the next morning.
oh.
And yeah, no, I'd had enough that day. Fuck. I'm selective of what lathe work I do. I quoted myself out of some work today.
Yes.
I just gave them fuck off pricing
Hope they don't come back then.
because, yeah, if they do, it'll be fine. But yeah, fucking right now I'm running out of lathe capacity quite severely.
Oh,
Everyone wants lathe bits and bobs, and my lathe is leaving in like 10 days or so.
yeah. I was gonna say for the man with two lathes, you don't have a lot of lathe capacity. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge, but yeah, hopefully everything lines up as intended.
yeah.
The biggest question right now is the chuck adapter because I got an email from AliExpress last night saying that some funny business was going on there,
Mm.
so I requested a refund. But apparently it's still been shipped, so
Oh, all right.
we will see.
Yeah,
Worst case, collar chuck will be working. I'll have to run with the collar chuck for the interim.
yeah, yeah.
Most of what I do can run on the collar chuck. Um, and then I need to buy a quick change tool post still. I need to build the materials here for the gang blocks. I've somewhat designed gang blocks already. So I've got material for 2 gang blocks. Yeah, we'll be up and running relatively quickly, hopefully.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, lots of hope. Ever hopeful.
Hopium. Yeah.
I still need to figure out what encoder is on the machine, on the spindle. I assume it's a Fanuc encoder of some sorts. I need to go and sniff the signals to see if I can use it with Linux CNC or whether I'm going to have to shove a different encoder on there.
Yeah. No.
I have 2 different encoders kicking around, so it's not a problem if I have to replace it. It's just to get to it's a bit of a mission.
Yeah, yeah. I get that.
It's like in the worst spot of the machine.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see.
So go.
Or I'll just put a fucking disc with some slots.
That's proper. Yeah.
Dude, it freaking works.
It's amazing.
I threaded 30 parts today and it works. I got 36 pulses per revolution. Works astonishingly well.
It is amazing what you can get away with for that kind of stuff. It's like,
and I'm not threading slowly. I'm threading at 1,750 RPM.
well, I mean that almost helps because then you have like inertia helping you, and you're averaging so many pulses faster. And
it works.
Yeah.
Freaking, yeah. I was going to say on that. Oh yes, did you apply Lin curve to your spindle RPM?
Lin curve? No, I don't believe so.
Linear curve.
No.
So what you do in your custom HAL file, not your HAL file, you have a lookup table effectively of say 8 points.
Okay.
I made mine 8 points yesterday. 0 RPM equals 0 RPM. 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, 1,750, 2,000. Then you spin your spindle up to those different RPMs and you add into the table what the actual RPM is using your encoder's feedback. Close Linux CNC, reopen it, and then it compensates.
Oh, sick.
So it gives you within a like really close band. It battles on the low end on mine because it's running at like 20 hertz. So it really battles.
Right.
But the higher speeds, it's spot on, like within 5 or 10 RPM. So yeah, I did it long ago when I initially did Bertha. And then I changed the motors and never redid it. Or changed the spindle motor and never bothered redoing it. And then while I was messing with the VFD, I had to redo it because everything above 1,600 RPM was 2,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to go and actually add it in or your surface speed just doesn't work.
Interesting. I mean, my work is up.
Not that I use surface speed much.
That's it. But, my work's tiny, so I'm always usually pinned. But yeah.
Maximum rip.
Maximum rip.
Yeah, so I've been doing a bit more steel as of late because the machine's going to someone who's going to be running steel and he keeps bringing me parts to test. So we've been running constant surface speed and feed per rev, not fixed RPM and feed per minute,
Mm-mm.
which is how I've run the machine for 4 years. Because the original spindle motor was a two pole and had fuck all torque, so I didn't. It couldn't spin up and down fast enough for constant surface speed.
Mm-mm.
But with the four pole motor and the new VFD, it actually spins up pretty well. So we've been running that. And turns out if you don't run your insert at like 4,000 surface foot, they last really well.
Yeah, I bet.
So I was actually setting the meters per minute to within the range. So I think the inserts can do 160. I was setting it to 150, and we were around 155, like on the high end, because by the time we get to 100 diameter, we're running out of RPM.
Right.
And yeah, I turned a piece of D2 for the spindle nose, no real problems. Had to drop my feed per rev down because I ran out of torque, but then you just drop that down. I dropped it to 0.5 and cuts. Didn't even kill an insert. I was quite impressed
Nice. Yeah.
because that's always been my biggest thing is just murdering inserts because I'm running at like 1,000 RPM when I should be at like 320.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't turn a shit load. So the only problem is it's boring as hell to watch because now obviously your RPM is lower, which means your feed per rev is the same but slower.
Yeah.
And we're roughing something and it just goes faster and faster and faster. I'm like, yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, like we're doing some grooving stuff, and my plan was just groove it, and then new machine does not have the torque, so then we did a roughing cycle, and the machine freaking did a bang up job. Like it roughed out these things in like freaking 30 seconds, and then nice slow finish pass, part's done. Like
Yeah.
super super easy. Like if you work within the machine's constraints, it will work really really well.
Yeah. That was my biggest change in machining too. When I went from programming it, like I program everything in like feed per rev and SFM, and like just like
Yeah,
wherever the feed lands, that's where it's going to be. If it's feeding at whatever 20.86 inches a minute, like
yeah,
okay, that's where you land
doesn't
for
matter.
your
Yeah,
that's what you're happy with. And like, yeah, weirdly enough,
yeah.
the tools are
I need
happier.
to actually I need to reach out to Zane from Scott Machine Tools because he sent me a Kyocera boring bar and some inserts to test. And oh my word, they freaking work.
Nice.
Breaks the chip beautifully, but I am running it a little fast.
Mm.
0.75 feet per rev.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I'm literally threading with the freaking thing.
in aluminum or
But it works. And yeah,
yeah,
aluminum.
you get away with a lot.
It freaking rips. Um, so I actually want to get the recommended feeds and speeds and see what he says. But yeah, I'm full fucking set.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm busy running that, testing it now. He sent me a bunch of inserts to test. I just used the bar he gave me to test.
Mm.
So pretty friggin' happy with that. Might have to buy some Kyocera inserts for going forward running aluminium because it actually breaks a chip.
Nice.
Because I've battled with that for a long time.
Yeah, I remember you always having
But
issue with that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
Cool, man.
what? I saw that pen, dude. Oh my word.
I will I better call out the guy because I didn't do it. It was a third party someone that modded my pen and they had it DLC coded and it turned out
It looked really good.
it turned out freaking sick. So I will find the dude. Let's make sure I'm not playing RCO underscore customs on Instagram. So yeah, he DLC'd one of my actually he Zerk blasted. I think sorry, I collaborated with the post. I haven't really read much into it, but it looks like he Zerk blasted the whole pen first and then DLC coded it, and it looks so good. It makes me want to do DLC coding.
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it looked really, really good.
I've had a ton of customers reach out and say like, "Oh, I'm going to get this DLC code," and I'm like, "Oh, cool. Send me pictures when you get it done." And this is like one of the first guys that sent me a picture of, or I guess it's the modder that did it. I think that's how I'm reading it. Anyways, I'm not the customer yet, but anyways, yeah, it looks sick. I wanna do more DLC coding, and
No, it looked amazing.
I'd like to do some of the like the Grimsmo. What's not the DLC? The brown stuff. The other not TILN. Whatever.
Yeah, the other tool coatings.
The other tool coatings. Yeah, I'd love to do some of that, but yeah, I gotta price it out and see if someone does it. I know there's one company in Canada that for sure does it because I can access the same company Grimsmo does, but I imagine he's sending them a few more pens than I will be. But I mean, dollars are dollars. Like as long as I pay, they're probably not going to care.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, should be pretty happy.
I'd like to do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, no, dude, that'll be some sweet options for the pens.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So. I wonder what the lead time on that would be. I assume not quick.
like I don't know if they can throw it in with tooling or if they do. I imagine they do a custom run. I don't know. I don't even know the cost. I don't know
Yeah,
anything about it, so I don't think it's
okay.
heinous, but
Something,
yeah.
yeah, something for the future Kurt
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
worry
night
about.
night shift Kurt can figure that out. Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah.
Not shift Kurt.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So oh,
Oh yes. Do you remember those collets that are picked up for like $2.50 a piece?
the big rubber
Like I
ones?
think 2 weeks ago or so. Yeah, the rubber
Yeah, yeah,
flex
yeah, totally.
collets.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, those things are made of
They
magic.
are, yeah.
They grip so fucking well.
Awesome.
I'm running one in Bertha now, running 30 because you order aluminium at 30 mil aluminium.
Right.
It comes anywhere from 29.95 to 30.4. So I got one of those that I got was 32 to 30, and fuck, does that thing grip? Holy cow,
Nice.
grips amazingly. So yeah, busy using it for this run of parts now, and yeah, I like it.
Cool.
I can't find them locally though. Like if I search them, I cannot find a local supplier.
Huh.
So I'm assuming they were brought in from England
Well,
because it's an English patent on those.
you have enough to use for
But yeah,
most of your sizes?
yeah, pretty much all the common stuff I do.
Nice. Okay.
Like so, like yeah, not too bad. And every time I go to Tool Save, I still look for more collets to see if any new stuff's come in.
Yeah,
Like Jamie and the secondhand tool
yeah.
buying endeavors. Like
Yeah.
no, that place is a problem. I have an eccentric press I bought from there. The freaking customer for the talk spits. I don't think they listen to the podcast. Maybe we'll find out. If they do, hello. Um, I'm like, hey, can I have another order, please? Because I fucking bought an eccentric press. I kind of need another order to justify that. Went there today. They have 2,000 in stock. I delivered 1,000 and they misplaced them.
Oh.
Delivered another 1,000 and they're like, oh, now we have 2,000 in stock. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
But anyway, they're going to place an order for another 1,000 this week. They want to keep 2,000 in stock, and they've got some going out this week, so there will be another order.
Oh, okay. Well, that worked
But
out.
I mean, we're halfway through the month. They've been promising an order since the last week of last month.
Well, maybe they'll misplace another 1,000. Then problem solved.
I'll go help them misplace them. Then it's a turnaround. I can deliver really quickly. But yeah, like I said to them, it's 3 weeks turnaround on this because it's give or take a week to get material.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go drive and fetch the material. To have it delivered, it's usually 3 to 4 working days. Then it's blank the material, machine the material. That's 2 days. 2 days. And then it's to heat treat, which can take up to a week. And then it comes back, and I've got to machine the mating components. So yeah, I'm not going to promise you can have it in a week and then be running around like a loon. I'd rather promise you 3 weeks and deliver in 2.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's the better way.
And also, like, machine capacity is becoming a freaking issue.
Yeah.
Because I still have customer begging me to do those stupid impeller parts, and I'm trying politely to get the message across that he needs to take his shit and fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I nearly actually went to his customer today because I was halfway there. I'm like, should I just drive there and tell the Soak he's a fucking dous and he can fuck off? And I was like, let me not cause too much shit. Because they're going to make the samples. We'll see if we can get an increase in price. I'm like, fuck you. You've already told us categorically there will not be an increase in price. Take your shit, fuck off.
Yeah.
You're wasting my time. Like, you want me to spend 2 or 3 days making these parts? Nothing is going to come of them. I'm going to invoice my customer. He's going to pay me for it, but he's going to be out of pocket for it. He's wasting his fucking time.
Well, and it's
So it also took them 5 weeks to get me material. So quite frankly, they can wait 5 more fucking weeks for their parts.
well, it's probably very very unlikely for them to be like, yes, we'll pay you 10 times more than like where you'd be economically viable to make them. So it's like, yeah, it might be just
We went in just over double the price.
okay.
And even that, the margins are skinny. And we're like, if you want us to do this, this is the setup cost. No, they're not willing to pay setup cost. They're not willing to increase the price. And I'm like, fuck off and die.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, sorry, get fucked.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on the hook because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to send 100 parts. And they're like, oh, one of them, we dropped one. It's got a ding. We're rejecting the whole batch.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be on us to machine. And fuck them. I'm not interested. Like, there's not enough money in the world to make me deal with those people.
Yeah. No, I
Like,
agree. Yeah.
Carl's actually been doing work for the same for my customer Henry, for these clowns, and he reckons everything. They don't have a QC department; they have a fault finding department.
Right. Yeah.
You'll drop stuff off there, and they will find a way to make sure they only have to pay you in 90 days. because if there's defects, then you get pushed to 90 days. So they will find a way to push you to 90 days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to be involved with people like that.
No. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
But, so who are you communicating with, Kurt?
That is, it's like, just uh, in the world, if you just send me an email, like if I email somebody and they send me an email, be like, hey, we're working on this. We'll get back to you in a week's time. I'm like, cool. That's fine with me. I'm trying to buy one
Yeah.
of those little like Tangraflow like box turning tool inserts or box
Oh,
turning tool
yes.
tools.
Yes.
Because like, I should make my own because then I could use my own custom inserts instead of their inserts. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna buy one of theirs. It's only like $1,000, whatever. I'll just buy it, order it. So, anyways, I sent them like an email. They got back to me pretty much instantly. I'm like, cool. Followed up with a bunch of questions. It's like radio silence. I'm like, okay, like it doesn't inspire confidence for me to be like, here's $1,000 when it's just like you can't answer. Like I asked very very simple questions and just like ghost.
Yeah.
And this is what happened last time. Just ghost me. And I was like, okay, like I'm trying to give you money and just nothing. So, and I'll give them a little bit. Like it's a weekend here. I mean, it's not Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving here, but it's not Thanksgiving there. They're in the
Yeah.
UK. So
When is Canadian Thanksgiving? Did we miss sending out a thing?
Sunday, the Sunday, yeah. So we already had our
Sunday.
turkey.
Okay, Danica's like, shit, we forgot. We didn't send a thing out for the Lone Machinist listeners. I'm like, it's Canadian Thanksgiving. No one
Yeah, no,
cares.
exactly. Yeah, the proper time to have Thanksgiving. Anyways, but yeah, this is like so. I just don't like companies that just are just like I want
Yeah.
to give you money. All you have to do is be like, hey, tell you what, it's going to take me like a week to figure this out. I'll get back to you then. Be like, no sweat, no issue at all. It's just when you just like zero communication, it's like, well, now I don't really want to send you money. So I was like, well, now I want to build it myself just out of spite. Yeah, I'll give more time. I'm not going to throw them under the bus quite yet. Maybe they got something going on, but when it happens twice in a row, it's
Yeah.
kind of
But
like,
come
oh,
on.
I remember this from
Yeah.
last time I dealt with you. It's like, and they're probably looking at me like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy's not super interested. It's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Like
Incorrect.
small
Yeah.
companies
No,
become big
fucking.
companies. Like I said, and the
Yeah.
few Canadian companies that have
Well, I got.
treated me well, like they're like my material supplier, my tooling supplier. I love them because they treat me like a giant
Yeah.
company, even when I place tiny orders. They're fantastic. I will continue to use them as
That's
long as
all you can ask for.
as long as I
Yeah.
possibly can. I will use them just because they're nice. Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah, I actually got reached out today by someone my brother deals with. Because my brother sells fishing stuff, and the fishing and gun shops are somewhat intertwined in this country.
Mm.
So the guy reached out, I was like, I know he wants two custom mag bases. So I'm like, oh, cool. For what gun? 43X. I'm like, oh, we don't do Glock 43Xs because the springs are super inconsistent. You'll take two brand new 43X magazines, put our plus two shoe on both of them. One will work, one won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, one will stop the slide back when you run out of ammo, and the other won't. It's like, no, it's decorative more than anything else. Doesn't need to be extra bullets. So I'm going to make a shallow one for him. That's anodized red as like a gift for someone for two mag base. I'm like, yeah, look, it's not going to be the normal price. It's going to be a bit more expensive. It's a one-off. He's like, no, that's fine. So I'm like, oh, do you want to run it through the business? Do you want VAT number? Not VAT number? Tell me. Price changes a bit because if it's a private deal, then private deal gets private deal pricing.
Nice.
But yeah, I need to make one of these.
Ooh, that's yeah. Yeah.
This took a week to make the sample, not by me, by someone else.
Yeah.
I need to work out pricing tomorrow for those to make some AK muzzle brakes.
Okay, I was say, is that one of those things that you can't talk about in your land, where it's a?
No, there's nothing illegal about making muzzle brakes.
Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty.
It's not a suppressor, and even making those.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's not illegal till you're caught.
I suppose.
Well, my paperwork is downstairs for competency so that I can get a 9mm handgun license.
Okay.
So yeah, the paperwork's being done now so that I can take up competition shooting and develop my own parts.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, it looks like a pretty part.
Yeah, it's an expensive fucking. Well, my gun guy's like, no, he wants to come past. We need to knock his sight out, make a plate to put an optic. There's a new division in South Africa, then he wants to give it a bash. So we're going to take his current gun, knock the sight out, put an optic on it because it's an optic, something like that. I'm like, yeah, you know, the handgun with a 4x scope on it or something stupid. But yeah, it's now an optic friendly. It's you're not allowed to shoot 40s, so he's going to run. He's not going to switch to 9. He's going to stay with 40s, but run light bullets because there's a weight limit on the bullets, and he's going to run light loads. so that it shoots like a 9mm.
Oh, cool.
And he's going to give it a bash. So it's interesting. Like there's all sorts of fun stuff going on
That's cool.
in South Africa. But yeah, he wants me to make muzzle brakes.
That's cool.
So we'll see. I mean, it's nothing complicated. It's a freaking hole and a thread. Like the hole isn't even tight tolerance. It's got a millimeter of clearance.
Yeah, I say gun.
Like,
yeah, gun is.
And if it is tight, it'll only be tight on the first bullet.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, we were discussing that over the weekend. He gave me the sample. He's like, no, please give me a quote. Because like this guy took a week to make the sample. He's like, yeah, no, Jamie will turn those out like 10 of them in a day. And I'm like, 100% I will.
Yeah.
And I will not be gentle because I know what they cost. So then I don't be gentle. But yeah, I'm planning on building another CNC machine. Kurt.
Of course, you want. Yeah, it's been like a few weeks since we talked about building something. So yeah, what are you building?
I need a cross drillimetron.
Okay, for what?
The diesel tubes I make.
Okay, I'll grant you.
So
I'll grant you permission here.
Yeah. So let me justify this. So currently, drill press with a little printed jig. I put the thing in and I drill a vent hole. Now I need to drill a vent hole, and a little bit further down, I need to drill on the opposite side. I need to drill a rivet hole. So my thought is, I have two 10,000 RPM 100-watt spindles laying around. Going to put a 3.3mm drill bit in them, offset them like that, put the parts in, it clamps, and they go and drill the freaking cross holes.
Yeah. That wouldn't be crazy complicated. Yeah, for the amount you do, like
no, it's super simple. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like we assemble usually like 300 of them in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
So if I can not have my drill press on the table, I can have it somewhere the fuck else.
Yeah.
And I have a little thing. I just click the thing into, hit go while I assemble the next one, take it out, put the rivets in, and put it done. Like yeah, trying to make my processes a little bit less stupid. And those, I think they're 10,000 RPM little 100-watt spindles with an ER8 collet.
Cute.
They're super cute. So the biggest tool I can hold is 1/8, and I need a 3.3 drill, but you can buy PCB drills.
Yeah.
3.3 drill on a 1.18 shaft.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to buy PCB drills for it. They're carbide, and you can spin them at 10,000 RPM and not have a problem.
And they're so good. I use PCB drills all the time. Like it's amazing how good they are for the price.
Yeah. Yeah, I use a 0.7 in the MCO, 0.75. Like I drilled a couple hundred parts today with one. I use 1.62s, 2.5s, and 3s in LK depending on the jobs. Like if I need only short depth, and I use those. They drill better than a freaking high speed.
Oh yeah, and they're
also you run them at 12,000 RPM and they don't care.
Oh, they're rigid. Yeah, they're good little tools, and they're like $1.
They don't.
They're like they're nothing.
You buy a box of them for like $5. It's freaking great.
Yeah.
I think I've got like 50 of the 0.75s in stock.
Yeah. I buy a gang of them
just
too.
In case I don't know, I sneeze and break 10 of them at a time.
Yeah, I have a 1.7, a 2.55, a 2.4. I have a gang of and I've pushed them through hundreds of titanium parts, and they're chugging along. I haven't replaced any of them. They work so well for what they cost. It's incredible.
They work really well. Oh no, for what they cost, it's stupid. They are cheap as beans.
Yeah. Volumes of scale. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like PCBs, they make a lot of PCBs around the world.
Yep.
So, what is in your Google Box? Oh, that's why my phone was kadunking.
My Google Box.
It just got mentioned.
Ooh.
Story.
My Google Box is a little bit of home security stuff because I redid my whole network here, and my provider gave me
Canada.
What? Oh, Canada.
You live in Canada.
Yeah, I know, but it's basically
everyone's friend.
Basically, to make sure that bears don't eat my trash. No, there's no bears here. Just cougars walking down my street, picking up their children from school. No, like I got a bunch of free like security stuff because we upgraded our internet package, and he's like, oh, it comes with like a home security system. I was like, I don't care. Like I use Home Assistant. Like I'm just literally gonna throw it all in a box. So anyways, I was kind of pissed around to see how much that I can interface with my current system. A bunch of NC viewer stuff, G-code stuff, all associated with the fourth axis chasing it down. And that is pretty much all the excitement. Let me see what else. Anything fun? No, that's literally, it's all networking, boring stuff, and some Subaru related stuff. I was working on my wife's car. But how about you?
For some reason, there's a Sheen tab open on my phone.
Ooh.
No idea why. Micro 100, quick change tool posts. Was looking at flexible couplings. Those came in today. We don't discuss Wordle because I've kind of given up. I have a streak of one. I keep forgetting to do it. Looking at timers. and trying to find resin for my resin printer because the ship got turned around or some bullshit.
Mm.
So the resin I like is not going to be in stock till the end of November, and I have a print job due end of the week that needs like 2 kilos of resin. So had to buy Creality resin, not any cubic resin.
Go.
Yeah, fun
Fun
times.
times.
Yeah, so where can people find your things and stuff?
My things and stuff can be found on confoundedmachine.com, and hopefully in the next couple months we can start reopening lottery and whatnot. I know people. I'm getting progressively more and more emails, so I'm trying to get that fixed by a bunch of different means. So, yeah. How about you? Where can people find your wares?
You can find me at jspec_engineering on Instagram, where you can see the day-to-day happenings of the shop, which have been a bit light as of the last bit, been a bit burnt outy, so I haven't been posting too much. You can find all the other fancy stuff at jspeceng.com, including the anchor point and the shirts. It was brought to my attention over the weekend that this lovely face mill shirt is not a JSpec shirt. It's actually a Lone Machinist shirt, so it is perpetually available. I thought it was part of one of the shirt batches for JSpec Engineering, but it is not. Danica is working on some new shirts. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the after show because I think it's going to annoy Curt. The plan she has, she's doing it to annoy me, and I think it'll annoy Curt as
Perfect.
well. So yeah, if you're a patron, you get the after show. And there's also some bonus content on the lonemachinists.com, where you can see Curt and I what happens when we get disconnected. There's also a companion guide to get some context on the funny words I like to use. But yeah, that about sums up where you can find all the things.
Sick.
What are you up to today, Curt?
Today's the holidays. So like I said, I'm going to go pick some carrots because I think it's going to be decently warm out today before it has like a foot of snow on those carrots and I have to dig them out, which I do every year because I always push it too late. And yeah, and then tomorrow it's back to the grind, making pens. So hopefully finish this batch before Halloween. That's my goal, to get it all done before Halloween. So
Okay.
yeah, how about you?
Well,
other than
you got 17 days, 18 days.
yeah, and I forget how long things take, packing orders and just all the dumb stuff and just dealing with all the tariff nonsense.
I literally signed in today when we went to go look at that lathe. I signed in with the 11th. I thought it was the 11th.
Oh, nice. Oh, you're losing time.
Like I signed in 2 days ago. Yeah, no, like I ran the whole weekend. That's why.
Fair, yeah.
Like
that messes.
Production ran the entire weekend.
Yeah, that messes stuff up.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have a nice shower because I went and walked in the field, so there's probably ticks all over me. Go have a nice hot shower because it's just rained, so the ticks are out in fucking full force. And then yeah, tomorrow morning, early morning, got Bertha to run, MCO to run, and well, I got to fix the MCO. Need to figure out why it's giving that alarm on the drive and tie the alarm of the drive into Linux CNC.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
because yet again I haven't done that. So I need to tie that in, and then got to finish off on making 100 landing gear clips for some drones. I've got to finish those. I've got another like 60 op 2 and 3s to do, but at least 2 and 3 happen simultaneously. So you just hit go and it chooches.
Nice.
It's pretty easy. But yeah, anyway, thank you everybody for listening. If you saw our faces because you're watching on either Zencaster like AJ or YouTube, you can also find us on other podcast players. And if you're a podcast player and you want to see what Curt's got going on the background, which I would recommend, you can check us out on YouTube or, if your name's AJ, Zencaster. But yeah, thank you everybody for listening, and we will see you next week.
Take care, all.